Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, Corey and Keisha and Diane and Cynthia and Brenda. Martha. Listen, memory is fading. Carmen, Mylene, DB, Valerie Farrington, Daisy, Keisha, Chris, Corinne, Sean, Tony. Tony, thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Mary B. Jessica, hey, this is our goal to learn tips and tricks for getting good results from printing images for sublimation. Hey, Marilyn, working outside. I don't know if I could do it. Hey, Rondrea. Hey, Wanda, Fern, Karen. Miles, you want to say hi to the people or no?
Hello to the people or no? Yeah.
This is our goal. Hey, Louise. Hey, everybody. Karen, Brockton, Massachusetts. Hey, y'all, let me say, hey, Greg, he sent your order out yesterday. Um, Linda, he sent your order out yesterday also. Thank you. Y'all, so that's my son, Miles, in case you are new here. He started his Etsy shop. I'm very proud of him. And so he's in his entrepreneurial era. And we're learning a lot about each other. For Sonia, aka Sonia. Hey, okay, all right. Hi to the people. Hey, Ruth and Kristen. Ruth, did you try the wood yet? Hey, Ann. Hey, from the UK. Hey, Barb. Let me let you. I wish I could just show y'all how he is staring at me like, girl, why are you tripping? Let me just show y'all. Let me show y'all Milo right quick. Hey, Deborah Browning. I have to show you his face right now because he is like, you are tripping. Don't show him. Don't show the people. Hold on. Let me crop his. Hold on. Not yet. Oh, okay. You don't see him? Like, hurry up and pick me up. Love and Loyalty Digital Designs. Hey, y'all see him? Thank you, Diane. I don't know. You tried the wood, Dorothy? You're talking about you don't have a Cricut Maker? Yeah, you can't really do it. You can't really do it without a Cricut Maker. And even with the Cricut Maker, it's still hard. You ready? He's like, hurry up, let me say hi to these people. Come on, say hi to the people. Come on. Calm down. This is why he doesn't have a girlfriend. This is why. Y'all see? Do y'all see him? Do you see me getting attacked by an animal? Do you see me getting attacked by an animal? Do you see? Do you see him? Sean, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Sean said no. Sean, you need to stop now. You need to stop. Come on, say hi to. That's why you don't have a girlfriend, because you don't know how to behave. That's why you out of breath, because you don't know how to behave. You're not embarrassed? Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed? He like, I surely am not. This is what I do. I do it. I do this for a living, girl. This is what I do. Let me get you a treat. Even though you don't deserve one, he really doesn't deserve one. Hey, our love landers. Correct. Beautiful baby. I knew a lady named Teresita. I worked with her. She was so sweet. She was so sweet. Oh my gosh, Teresita. She was so sweet. She was from the Philippines. Okay, so today we are in episode 3, but I want to review what we've done in 1 and 2. And so hopefully you had a chance to download the document. Kristen, stop it. You've had a chance to download the document that we've been looking at. So the first week we looked at this document right here, and it's still pinned to the in the description. It's like the first thing. If you click on show more, hey, Renee and Linda, your order went out yesterday. I think I said that. I don't know if I did, but this is the first document. If you look in the description, if you might have to click on show more depending on your device. Hey, Marissa. But this document will help you because this was the first document that I kind of went over. Oh, really, Barb? That's awesome. We should do more We Create. Like, I feel like We Create Fridays is like so good. I don't want to commit to it though, but I feel like that's just the ideal day to do We Create stuff because that's the only laser I have. But I feel like this stuff will help you. When I went over this the first week, I also like really started right here with this other important information. And if you've been using this to take your notes, you can just write on the back or, write somewhere so you're not having We Create Friday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to it because then I'll feel bad if I don't do it. The main thing I want you to know, and I haven't really showed it yet, like we haven't really gotten into infusible ink, but the main thing I want you to know is that you don't need to be in a rush to get started with sublimation. Okay, please don't be in a rush to get started with sublimation. Please, if you didn't hear anything else I said today or last week or the week before that, please, 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 and please don't be in a rush to get started with sublimation. Okay. Maybe I don't eat my lean. I'm afraid. So this is gonna lead me right into the next thing. So the first week we talked about these things. We talked about to me what I call the 7 essentials, right? The 7 sublimation essentials, the things that you need if you want to get started with sublimation today, like the bare bones minimum things, right? And it's not everything, but if you had all 7 of these things, you could get started. You need paper. I said my favorite paper is A-Sub. I like A-Sub. I just don't feel like I can go wrong with it. It comes in a variety of sizes. It comes in 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, 11 by 17, 13 by 19. If it comes in any other size, I don't have it. Okay. All right. So in terms of paper, this is the one I recommend, just regular A-Sub sublimation paper. I have not had a problem with it. And I'm not saying start with this size. I'm saying start with this brand. In terms of ink, I've only tried one ink, and the ink I use is Hippo. If you've been with me since the beginning of when I started sublimation, you were in your Hippo days, okay? We were in the what? Hippo. Because I blame them because they should not have, called it that. The box, this is like the newer box. The old box was blue and it didn't have this on it. It said Hippo, but this little picture wasn't here, so it was just like this, and you couldn't tell me it wasn't Hippo. Okay. All right, so you need sublimation ink. All right, so in terms of the things, right, you need that, right? So then you need a printer. I don't have a true sublimation printer. The printer that I started out with was the Epson EcoTank 2760. And then about maybe 6 months after having that printer, I got the Epson Workforce. It don't even matter because I don't recommend getting that printer. I do not recommend. You haven't, Marissa? I've been using it all day today. I do not recommend getting a workforce. If you have a workforce and you love it, that's great, right? I don't recommend getting a workforce because I know for a fact they left out a letter in between the W and the F. I know they did. Okay, so I suggest if you're going to go the converted route, go with an eco tank. So Epson eco tank. Okay, so eco tank ET. So mine is the Epson eco tank 15,000. That printer will print up to 13 by 19. Okay. Okay, good. So I don't have the brother or the Sawgrass or any of the true sublimation printers. See, Barb, I love that one too. All right. So you need a heat source. If you don't have a heat press at all, like you have no heat press, you want to get started with sublimation, you feel like, I really want to get a heat press. I do not recommend, and of course, you're going to do what works best for you. It is work, Kristen. I don't recommend getting a Cricut Easy Press because this is my opinion. You can do what you want to do. Very shortly after having that, it's really a big iron. You are going to want something bigger. So I say if you can't afford a bigger heat press, something that's like 15 by 15, then wait. Just use the money that you have, save it towards a bigger heat press. Okay. So I do not recommend getting a Cricut Easy Press. That was my first heat press. I thought it was so good until I realized, oh no, you are in control of the pressure, literally. Okay, so I don't recommend getting that. You will need heat resistant tape. I prefer the Cricut brand of heat resistant tape. I have a lot of it. I don't think I have more than Mary Brown, but I have a lot. Mary Brown is what I would like to call hoarder status. Okay, she's in the hoarder status. I'm in the I bought what I need status. She's in the hoarder status. Okay. I don't know. All right. So heat resistant tape. I love the Cricut brand. I love it. I haven't had any problems with it. It's blue. I keep it in this little hedgehog dispenser. It's great, right? That's me. Okay. Substrates. Not I feel exposed. You're gonna need polyester. Polyester fabric. I have a lot of polyester blanks. I have probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 7 bins of polyester substrates. I have a lot of them. I have a lot. I have 2 that are in this little thing that I got from Sam's, and I have like big white containers that are just filled with polyester blanks of all kinds, keychains, shirts, mouse pads, oven mitts, everything you can think of, aprons, towels, pillowcases, everything you can think of in terms of a sublimation blank. I have a lot of them. Okay, so you're going to need substrates. And then butcher paper. Butcher paper, I used to get mine from Sam's Club. They don't have it anymore, but I've heard that you can get it from Costco. I haven't been to Costco. We only went one time when Peter first got the membership, and then it was just too crowded. I just felt like everybody on the whole planet was in Costco that day. I feel like everybody in the whole world was at Costco at that exact moment, and I couldn't handle it. Okay. See what I'm saying, Louise? Thank you. She's doing a lot. Okay. All right. So if you have not downloaded this document, I do feel like it'll be helpful. If you already have all these things, then you don't need this document. Don't worry about it. All right. I also put a link below to sign up for my email because starting next month, in the month of September, the first week in September, there are going to be just a few changes you might not even notice, especially if you are new here. But I have created a content calendar that I plan to follow for the next 2 months. I don't know if it's going to be good for you and good for me, we're going to try it out for 2 months and see if it flows nicely, if it works. And if it does, I'll continue to do that. And if you are signed up for my email, you'll know, every 2 months, you'll know exactly what's coming up, what I'm planning to do in terms of tutorials, when I'll be live, and all of those things. Okay, so a lot of people already have it. If you haven't signed up for my email, the link to sign up is below the video. Thank you, Chris. Okay, Sonia, I went over that, I think, in the first week. In the first week, I went over like just different shirts that, if you've been here, I used to really, really push hard for cricket shirts. I loved cricket shirts. And then I found out about Make Market. And I felt like Make Market were true to size shirts. You can get them from Michaels. It's the Michaels brand of sublimation. And then I also found out about silky socks. And I really like silky socks. You have the Stalls Fusion 360. Really, Barb? Barb, we need to go shopping at Barb's house. Hey, Tamara Bridgeforth, we need to go shopping at Barb's house. All right, so now let's do a quick giveaway and then we'll get into the things. So we reviewed the first week, which was, just getting started. And when I went over that list, I said that if you were just ready to get started today, like if you were doing the bare minimum 7 things, you would at least need $500. And there was really no way around it. I was like giving the bare bones minimum. I didn't show, one thing I didn't talk about like in detail was the printer bottles. So I do recommend Hippo ink, but I also always want to say, make sure you're getting the bottles that look like this. Okay. Make sure you're getting the bottles that have like the refill caps, because when you buy, like, let's just say you buy this one time, like you buy this refill bottle one time, when you buy the ink, the other bottles, you can get the cheaper bottles. You can just take this off and put the ink in here and still use these bottles. Does that make sense? Oh, Kristen, we're about to get into that. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. So you want the bottles that say like Hippo refill bottles. Okay. So because if there was ink in here, it wouldn't come out. It only pours out when it's attached to the tank. Okay. All right. Y'all got that? So when you're ordering ink, make sure you're not getting the ones with the syringe. You don't need that. Okay, you don't need the one with the syringe. Hey, precious pieces. Okay, so make sure you know that. All right. Last week I think I did 4. Well, the goal was to do 4 giveaways, and I had the little Caesar book. I had the little shirt, the little Caesar shirt, and then I had the Caesar Easy Weeder. And remarkably, one person didn't claim their prize. And I think, and I might be wrong, I've been wrong before. Hey, little Kiki. Hey, Jess, I think that maybe you're misspelling my name. I don't know. Like, my name is here on my shirt. It's also on my hat. It's also on the screen. It's also in the, like, on the channel. It's everywhere. So I don't know. But let me say this before I start the giveaway. If you're not really interested in winning, you don't have to enter. It's just my way of giving back to my community. Okay. So if you feel like I don't want to enter, no hard feelings. No hard feelings at all. Okay. All right. And maybe they weren't in the United States. I don't know. But we're going to go back with that same one again. Hey, Greater Calvary Baptist Church. Milo, did I say hey to Greater Calvary Baptist Church? Tell me. Did I or not? Tell me. Did I or no? Tell me. Tell me, did I or no? Did I say hey to Greater Calvary Baptist Church? Tell me. Did I or not? Tell me, Milo. Did I or not? Tell me, Milo, did I? Did I say hi to Greater Calvary Baptist Church? Okay, it's right here. All right, and let's get the weeding tool, Milo. All right. So this is the little, hey, Lita Solis and Mary Shannon. This is the little book, has my logo on the back. This book, not that you care about my logo, nobody cares about it more than me, trust me, okay? It's an obsession at this point, okay? It's fine. But anyway, so this little Caesar brochure has everything in it that Caesar makes, except, from what I can tell, diamond dust. There is no diamond dust in here. So there's that. This little shirt, these are the little shirts that you see often. If you look at the Caesar YouTube channel, they'll do a lot of like practice, practice on these little shirts. And Stephanie Young from So Stephanie Says, she sent me a box of shirts. And I said, I would give them away. Hey, Meredith. So, little shirt. And this is a Caesar. It's called a Caesar Easy Weeder. So last week I said I was giving, this little bundle away. Hey, Slip Link Network. And there were 4 people who won, and 3 people claimed the other person never came. She never said anything. So we're going to try this one again. And if nobody claims it, it's fine. I will give it away in my Facebook group. I know them. I interact with them. I know who's there. They know me. We see each other. Okay, so it's fine. Hey, Lucy. All right, so let's get ready for the giveaway. You do have to be in the United States, and then we're going to get into the things. All right, there's the thing. All right. StreamYard. Let's go on to the thing and get into the thing. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. Remember to like the video if you haven't already done that. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, but you are, or you have found this helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel. All right, hey, Marshall, haven't seen you in a while. All right, let's share screen, share, here, share. All right, good luck to everyone. Hey, Doris. Hey, okay. Right. Okay, so the giveaway word is Caesar. You do, I don't, my banner is not shown, but you do have to be in the United States. Okay, I can't ship this out of the country. All right. You do have to be in the United States. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck to everyone. Let's see. Fern Griffin. Fern is in my Facebook group, so I know Fern already knows how to claim. Fern, congratulations. Congratulations to Fern. We will do another giveaway at the end. Fern, that's my email address. Send me your mailing address and I will make sure you get it. Okay. Send me your mailing address and I will make sure you get it. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Hey, Elba. Hey. Thank y'all so very much for being here. If you didn't hear me say anything else, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. All right, so let's look again at the goals. I want to make sure we accomplish the goal. Let me find if I was a goal, what would I be? All right, the goal is to learn tips and tricks for getting good results from printing images for sublimation. So we've been talking about sublimation every week, right? For the past 2 weeks, and next week we're going to get into hacks, and next week will be the conclusion of the sublimation series. Hey, Kimmy. Next week will be the conclusion. We're going to finish strong with hacks, and then if you have the calendar that came along with my email, then you already know what's coming up for the first week in September. So I kind of want to share a few tips and tricks, but I do also want to stay true to, hey, Noemi, hey, Mary, I want to stay true to it being Romeo Wednesday. So I do want to look in the Leonardo Design Studio, the software. Also, I kind of want to show you, like my printer settings, if that will help you. I'm not sure if it will, but if you're taking notes, this is one thing that I suggest. So my first tip regarding, getting good sublimation colors or sublimation images is to download the drivers. Okay. Whatever your Epson, and we're going to talk in terms of Epson, you can insert the number. So it can say Epson 2760, Epson 2800, Epson 3700, whatever your Epson is, right? So I'm pretending, let me use a marker so y'all can see it. If I was a marker, what would I be? Let's use this. Okay, so whatever your Epson is, Epson ET, whatever your number, insert your number, right? Whatever your number is, the first thing you have to do, no, let me take that back. You don't have to do anything, right? Except pay taxes, and you really should pay your taxes because you don't want to be in trouble. Whatever your printer is, first of all, don't get a workforce. I don't suggest getting a workforce. I do always suggest getting an EcoTank, and I'm speaking to you from experience. I'm not speaking to you based on what I think might happen or what I assume. I'm speaking to you based on don't do what I did, okay? Insert your number. So Marshall says she has a 4810, right? So she has an Epson EcoTank 4810. After you purchase the printer, if it's an EcoTank, the next thing you do is you go to your computer, whatever your computer is, and you download the drivers from the Epson website. Let's pull up the Epson website. I'm not going to download anything, but I want to show you how to get to the Epson website so that you can download the drivers, okay? Because you need the drivers for your printer, okay? Because if you don't have the drivers, my settings won't really help you. You won't be able to get to the settings if you don't download the drivers. Okay. Hey, Christy Clark. All right. I'm just going to Epson. Let's try Epson.com. I want to pull it up. Let's pull it up. Share screen. Share. Okay, see where I am? Goodbye cartridges, hello savings. So if you go right here, like, they sell. Now, I will say this. I wasn't successful, but I did try. When my other printer went out, instead of purchasing a printer from Amazon, I did go here because they do have refurbished printers. But I also noticed that if you try to get a new Epson EcoTank, they're the same price as Amazon. And I went with Amazon because I knew the shipping. I knew how fast it would be. Deborah Browning, I think you in the Needs to refresh. Okay, so if you go here, so let's just say Marshall says she has an Epson EcoTank 4810. So I just clicked on search. So I'm just gonna do ET, what she say, 4810. See that? All I did was type in ET 4810. Do you see that? Okay, so whatever your printer is, if I was looking for mine, I would be doing the ET 15,000 or the ET 2800 or the ET whatever, right? So I'm going to go there right here, certify all in one. I can click right there, and then it's going to show me, more information about that printer. So I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to look right here under support. And right here, see where it says drivers and downloads? Hey, Latasha. See where I am right here? Okay, so if you click right there, that's where you're going to go to get the drivers. And then right here, you have to choose your operating system, right? So sometimes I think, and this is a matter of opinion. A lot of things I say are a matter of opinion. So if it's not something you agree with, just assume she's only speaking from her opinion. Okay. So right here, it's people will get here and they'll say, well, I don't know. I don't know what my operating system is. You can click if you're using now I'm speaking from a Windows based operating system. I don't know what it looks like from a Mac, but for me, I know I have Windows 11, right? Hey, Dimps, right? So I can click right here and I can choose my operating system. If you have a newer computer, you most likely you're using Windows 11, okay? So if you're not sure, thank you, Paula. If you're not sure about your operating system, you can click right here and just operating system, type it in operating system, right? And click on open. Let's see. I don't know if it's not showing up. I'll stop so I can show you. Let's see what my operating system. Okay, let me stop sharing so y'all can see this. I'll go to full entire screen so you can see. So see where I am down here at the bottom? I'm at the bottom of my computer. If I just type right there and I type in operating system, operating system, and it'll tell me what my operating system is. So let's see, right here, I have a Windows 11. Okay. See where I am? I have a Windows 11. My operating system is Windows 11. So if I'm not sure about my operating system, I would just go down to that window and I can just type in operating system and it'll tell me what my operating system is. So when I go back to the Epson website, I'm going to select Windows 11. And those are the drivers I'm downloading for my Epson EcoTank 4810. Is that all coming together? Oh no, Jazzy G. Is that coming together? Let me go back to my page where I was. Okay. All right, good. So I have my printer that I purchased, right? And I'm not going to fill in a number because yours is your number. I'm going to go to the Epson website, type in my printer model, and I'm downloading the drivers for my specific printer and my operating system. Okay. So after you download the drivers, that's when you'll get into the installation of the printer. Now, I don't have a 4810, right? Oh, you have a Mac, Deborah. I don't have an Epson EcoTank 4810, so I'm not sure. I only have a tutorial where I unboxed my 15,000 and I like set it up. I went through the whole thing. I will say that it sounds scary. I promise you, I promise it is not scary. The only thing, the most important thing to remember is that you do not put the ink in the printer that came with the printer. Let me say that again. The ink that came with the printer, because it's going to come with some ink. And if Betty is here from last week, Betty, I'm sorry, I still haven't shipped that ink out. I haven't even checked to see how much I haven't done anything, Betty. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry, Betty. Please forgive me. I hope you can forgive me and know that I didn't do it maliciously or with intent to frustrate you or make you angry, but I did not have time to do that. Okay. But anyway, it's still right here, Betty. I haven't given it to anyone else. But this ink right here, this box contains ink that came with the other printers that I have. This is not sublimation ink. I don't do the updates, Deborah. Some people might say yes, I don't. Some people might say I don't know. I don't. But anyway, listen. So this ink, it came with the printer. You need ink that says sublimation ink. This is not sublimation ink, okay? So that's this came with the 15,000. The other ink that's in here, it came with the 2760. You do. So Barb says do the updates. I don't, but Barb she's an experienced crafter. If you feel like you should do it, do it. I haven't. Okay. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. I haven't shipped it out. I haven't given it to anybody. This belongs to Betty. Okay. So there's that. But don't put this ink in your printer because this is not sublimation ink. If you do put it in your printer, let's just say, it's a Saturday. You woke up early. You woke up bright and early. You're ready to, convert your printer and you are ready to get started with sublimation and you make a mistake. Hey, LaShonda and Anna and Donzel, let's say you make a mistake and you do put this ink in your printer. Then you don't have a sublimation printer. I suggest using the printer the way it was intended. Okay? And some people are not going to like that, but I'm saying it with my chest. Say it with your chest. I'm saying it with my whole chest. Okay, I mean it. If you put this ink in the printer, don't try to like, well, how do I get it out? I don't know how to take it out. I do not know how to take it out. I've never seen anybody. I've never had a desire to watch anybody try to take it out, or I don't know, like, oh, you can print 7,000 pages and get it out. I don't know. I don't know. I just think if you put all of this ink in the printer that came with it, then you use that printer for the way it was intended. Okay. That's what I'll say. All right. So I don't, and then you just get another printer and use your sublimation ink for that printer. And there's nothing wrong with that because Epson makes great printers, and this ink, honestly, it really does last a long time. I will say that. Epson ink lasts a very long time. Okay, so there's that. All right, let me make sure I write that down. So you're going to go through the installation, right? Go through the installation, and really, when you purchase a printer, it'll tell you like, do this next. It'll tell you when to plug it in. It'll tell you, it'll tell you all the things. It'll tell you when to add the ink. It'll tell you when to print a test page. It'll tell you when to connect the printer to your computer. It will tell you everything. Okay, I promise. So if you're wondering like, well, I don't know how to set it up. As soon as you take it out of the box, it's going to tell you all the steps. Okay, so go through the, setup process. Okay. and I'm yelling, do not put the ink inside that came with the printer. Okay. All right. Somebody said, have you ever had to change ink? Tammy, I've only used Hippo. I haven't tried any other brand. I haven't tried any other brand. And I think if I'm telling you, if they go out of business, I'm going to China. I am going to China and I'm be like, give me the rest, give me all the ones you didn't sell. I haven't changed. I haven't had a need to change it because I love that ink. Okay. Hey, Nicole. All right. So there's that. All right. So you're not going to put that ink in. You're going to get your sublimation ink, whatever kind you buy. Now, I will suggest, before you commit to a sublimation ink, do some research. Look at the reviews and see what other people say. Like some people love Printers Jack. Some people love um, Hippo. Some people like there are different brands of sublimation ink. I just haven't had a need to try any of the other ones. There's another brand. I don't know. It's a lot of different brands, but just I I suggest doing your research and reading the reviews. Because the reviews will tell you a lot. And especially if people are posting pictures like, don't get this ink. If you just get started with sublimation, don't try this. If they're saying that and they have a picture and it's not good, don't go with that. Okay. It's much easier to change paper than it is to change ink. Okay. Hey, Lady Bear's here. Okay. All right. Y'all got that? I'm a Hippo girl too. All right. So you got all of those things. You do the driver, download the drivers and the rest. You're going to follow the setup process. Make sure you have sublimation paper. Make sure you have sublimation paper. You can try different brands. I have a lot of different brands. And honestly, I don't even know where I got them from. I don't remember purchasing them. I don't remember purchasing those, but I probably did because I do shop a lot. Hey, Kendra, you use Cosmos? Hey, Amy. Okay, so, just different brands and people love what they love. It's almost like, people love, different breeds of dog and they love different, cars and different, appliances. Some people love, just they GE brand. They stick to a certain brand and that's what they love and that's it. So it's going to be that way. When you find what you love, there's no need to change it out. Okay, so there's that. All right, so my number one tip is download the right driver. Some people say do the updates. I haven't, but do what you feel will work. All right. So that was tip number one. Let me get to my list because I have a list. All right. My tip number two, and these are not really in any specific order, is to print a color wheel. And, I don't think there's like one specific color wheel. Like after you have the printer all set up, print a color wheel to see what the colors look like. Print it with your sublimation settings, right? You're going to download the drivers and go into, set up your printer. Now, in this case, we're printing my email address. It's right here, craftingwithdelonda@gmail. We're printing from Leonardo Design Studio. I honestly just downloaded a color wheel from the internet. You don't have to, it's not like you have to have this specific color wheel to make it work. You don't. You could just use any color wheel. Okay. So I'm going to show you the one I printed. I'm also going to show you my printer settings. But I think maybe before that, let's kind of talk about ICC color profiles. Press it too. You're going to print it and press. Oh, Kristen likes StarCraft. Okay, so are any of you familiar with ICC profiles? And do you use them? Hippo ink, Ace Up, me too. Same, Marshall. Same. Okay, Deborah. No, Latasha. Yes. Yes. No. Angelia. Okay. I don't know what that is. Hey, Carrie. You use it for Mac. Okay. You're not. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about that first, and then we'll look at the differences. Okay. Don't need to a StarCraft. Okay. No. Throw off your colors. No. Okay. So some yeses and some nos. All right. So I'm just going to share my opinion. I did not notice a big difference, but it might be because I'm not using the right software, right? Maybe that's it, is that I'm not using the right software to get the best results from ICC color profiles. But we're going to look, it's not just for Mac. You can use it from other you can use it from Windows also. But we're going to look at how to get the ICC profiles, how to download it, how to install it, and then to see if there's a difference when we're printing from Leonardo Design Studio. Because I honestly think, here's another thing, right? When you print from different software, like, so when I print from Leonardo Design Studio, and I print from Microsoft Word, and I print from Cricut Design Space, and I print from Silhouette Studio, it might not all look the same, even though I'm printing the same thing. So I think find the one that works best for you and print there. Okay. Hey, Spur fan. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to look at the differences, and we're going to see. Can't take it out. That's right, Amy. I think, Amy, you're probably a little bit back, a little bit far behind. ICC. The ICC stands for, let me look at it again, because it's the International Color Consortium Profile. It's basically how your printer and how your computer handles the colors that come out, that are printed, that are generated from the printer. Okay. So first, let's go to the Hippo website, and I'm going to show you just the profiles that I downloaded. Okay. How are y'all feeling? Is this too much? Are we doing too much? You did, Keisha? I did too. How we doing? I know that was a lot. No, it's not similar. Okay. Y'all feeling good? Okay. Thank you. All right. So let's go to the Hippo website, and I'm going to show you. All right, let's go there. Let's go to present, share screen. Thank you, Keisha. Okay, share. All right, so this is just the Hippo website. I don't even, honestly, I can't say if this is like their official website, but I'm going to show you something, right? So if you click right here on Get ICC Files, see right here where I'm clicking, where I'm hovering? See where I am? Who is that? Hey, husband. I didn't know you lived. Okay. Okay. So see right here, ICC profiles. So if I click here, it's going to like show me a list of ICC profiles. So there's the Epson EcoTank 3760, the 16650, 2760, 2750, 2760, 2800, 2803, 8550, and the 15,000. So I've already downloaded the ET 15,000 right here, because that's the printer that I have. Okay. So you would be looking for the model you have. And if they don't have your model, then I don't know. I don't know if it's really necessary, but we're going to look and see. Okay. So I've already downloaded this. So I would just click download. Okay. Y'all see what I'm saying? I just went to hippo.com. Okay. Thank you, Keisha. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing. All right, so I went to Hippo, just the regular hippo.com. I downloaded the profile for my Epson EcoTank 15,000. So it doesn't look like anything. It looks like a Word document, but if you try to open it, you'll see like all these different codes. And what I'm sharing with you right now is really scratching the surface. If you know Angie Holden, she did a really good video on ICC profiles and the differences, but she was printing from a software that I don't have. I can't even remember the name of it. But she has a different software that will manage the profiles. So, okay, good, Anna. So, she went into a lot of details about ICC profiles. I'm scratching the surface, but I just want to show you what I did. Okay, so I have that. I downloaded that file for Epson EcoTank 15,000. And then I went here to, let me share my full screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see. All right, let's go to present, share screen. Let's do entire screen. I don't think she was doing it from Inkscape. She was printing from, it's a paid software that she was using. Okay, so I'm showing my full screen so you can see where I went. So if I go down here in the search bar, I'm using a Windows-based computer. So I would go to color management, right? Color management. And when my color management options come up, I can look right here and I'm going to choose my Epson EcoTank 15,000. Correct, Kristen, that's right. So if I'm using my Epson EcoTank 15,000, I'm going to download the ICC profile from Hippo because I'm using Hippo ink. And I would, find that. I would click right here where it says use my settings for this device. And then I will go right here to profile. You have an option of automatic or manual. I have mine on manual. And then right here, I would click on like add if I wanted to add a different profile. I'm not going to add another profile because I'm using the one that I already have, that I downloaded. I already downloaded it, but I'm just showing you how to get to it if you don't have it or if you're not familiar with how to add it. Okay? Correct. You might be able to, Keisha. I don't know because I only use Hippo. I don't know. Okay? Y'all see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to close this out and, I would have that profile and I'm going to stop sharing. All right. So once I have the profile downloaded, I'm going to show you how to get to it. Thank you, Latasha. I'll show you how to get to it from the software. But I have this color wheel and I printed it out a few times, but I'm going to show you what I did. So this is one that I printed from Leonardo Design Studio. We're going to go into Leonardo Design Studio. I'm going to print one with just my regular sublimation preset, and I'll print another one just so you can see it. I'll print one with the ICC. Okay. Hey, Helen. Hey, Francis. All right. So let's go into Leonardo. I'm going back to, and remember, I said I just got that from the, just Google. I just Googled color wheel and that one popped up. And I was like, oh, this one is fine. All right. So let's go and share my screen, present, share screen. Let's go to entire screen here, share, here, hide. All right. Photoshop. Yes, Photoshop. And I don't have Photoshop. Okay. So like if I go here to file and I go to import and I go to color wheel, this is the color wheel that I downloaded. And I'm just going to click on, I'm leaving it on print and cut. I'm going to click next. I'm not making any changes. I'll click next and finished. And I want to make it a little bit bigger, but you can see I'm going to be printing on 8.5 by 11 paper. And I want to add some text just so we can know like where I'm printing from and what the specifications are. So I'm going to click on this T and I'm going to add some text. So I'm printing from, so Leonardo Design Studio, and I'm going to do just my sublimation preset. I'm going to click apply. And I'll bring this down and let's change the color of my text. Let's change the color of my text to red. Of course, it's going to be red. Don't worry about it. All right, so then I'll click send design. This looks fine. I'll click send. I'll click send to printer. And I'm going to go right here to properties. And I'm going to click on my sublimation preset. Let me show you how I made my sublimation preset. Okay, so my sublimation preset, I'll make a new one and I'll rename it and everything. Okay, so for my regular sublimation preset, I have it on my paper source really should be on paper tray. That's what I use the most. Document size 8.5 by 11. For orientation, I keep it on portrait paper type. I like to use premium presentation paper matte. The quality is high. I keep it on color. Two-sided printing is off. Multi-page is off. I have reverse order check. That's fine. So no other changes right here. Okay. And then if I go to more options, document size 8.5 by 11. Output same as document size. For color correction, I have it on custom. And if I click on advanced, you'll see if I go right here to color controls and I have it on Adobe RGB and I can click OK. And if I want to, when I do have it on mirror image, I don't have anything else checked. Let's say I love this setting and I never ever want to have to change it again. Let's say I just love this so much and I never want to change it again, right? I can click right here. See where I am? I'm under the more options tab. So this is the main tab, more options, maintenance. Here is the add, remove presets under the more options tab. I can click on add, remove, and I can just call this Romeo Wednesday. Let's just do Romeo Wednesday sublimation, right? Because we're just making this up today. And I can give it a little icon. Let's give it a little blue icon that I'm going to remember. I can, say I made this, what, 8/20/25, right? I can save it. And this will be saved so I never ever have to make it again. Okay? I do too, C. Levesque. I have one that's a sublimation preset mirrored, one sublimation preset not mirrored. And I have one that's for 8.5 by 14. I also have one that's for the sublimation DTF hack. So you can save a lot of different presets. So you never ever have to change it again. Okay? Thank you, Meredith. Okay, so these are my settings. These are the settings I use every single time I print something for sublimation. And I don't have to go in and like, okay, what was that again? What was my paper type? I can just keep it, okay? So I can save it and it's there. I can close this and it's always going to be there. It's saved, right? So I can click OK and I can click OK again, and it's going to give me a print preview because I had print preview saved as an option. So there's my print preview. I'm printing from Leonardo Design Studio with the sublimation preset. I don't like to keep paper in my printer. It's just my way of making sure I don't have any errors or print two at one time. Or I just don't do it. Some people do. I don't do it how you do it. Okay, so I'm going to click print, but I'm going to have to go put some paper in the printer. Okay, how y'all feeling? Thank you, Kristen. How y'all feeling? I feel like this is a lot. This probably should have been 2 weeks. This should have been 2 weeks, not just one day. The girl is overwhelming us. I'm feeling frustrated already. Milo, it's all Patrice's fault? Tell me. Is it Patrice's fault that we have to do it like this? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me, Milo. She made us do this? Tell me. She did. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Marta. Do you want to see your sign? It looks so good. Thank you for being here. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute. It didn't grab the paper. I should have put the printer over here. Just load it. Hold on. Hold on. It's not grabbing it. Paper out and rear paper free. Hold on. You're right about that, Delonda. It's not grabbing it. Try it again. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Avery. Hey, I ain't seen you in a long time. Long time no see. All right, let me stop sharing for 1 second. And then I want to show y'all the, where is it? So let me show you this. Let me close this. This. I got a lot of stuff open, y'all. Hold on. Keep that open. Close that. Okay. Share screen. Share. So like this is the color wheel that I got. This is the one that I'm printing right here. So I just Googled complementary color wheel and I chose this one because you want one that has a good resolution. And I'm not selling this, right? So I can use this to practice. I don't need to have something fancy. This has it's like 728 by 728 pixels. And so that's a good color wheel. It's gonna give me nice, vibrant options. All right. Hey, Addie G. Hey, Karen Kruger. Thank you for saying that. All right. So y'all got that? So if you're wondering, like, what color wheel did Delonda get? It's this one. It's called the Ultimate Color Combinations Cheat Sheet Bright Side. I don't know. Okay. So hopefully that'll help you. Got my HTV Ront auto heat press right here. That's what I'm gonna be printing on. Pressing with. All right, let me stop sharing this. But I wanted y'all to know, like, if you're like, what color wheel did you get? That's the one. Hey, the boss. All right, did I miss any questions? Thank you, Karen, for saying that. Thank you, Marta. Thank you, Bobby Lou Boo. I think I printed that bigger than I needed, y'all, but hopefully it's because I have a I'm going to be pressing a towel from Hobby Lobby. You just need some polyester fabric. But I've been practicing like just different butterflies all day just to see like what it will look like. Look at this. So this is like me just testing stuff. So like this is with no color correction right here. So like if you go into your settings and you choose the option for no color correction, this is what I came up with. This one is default printer settings, no ICC. It's that one. This is with the ICC. This one was 385 for 45 seconds. This was 400 degrees for 60 seconds, so it was too dark. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just playing around with it. Okay, so when you get into the process of like learning your printer, learning what settings work best, it's good to have some practice fabric. You don't need to start out with the actual shirt and realize, oh my gosh, my colors are not right. Okay, hey, elevate. Thank you. Okay, so driving man. I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on the image. I don't even know what size I made that. That might be like 5x5, which is actually too big, right? But you do want to test, right? So test it out. And these at Hobby Lobby were $2, right? And you see, I got a lot of them on here, right? I tested on this one. I also tested on this one right here. And then I started like writing down what I did. So instead of, because at first I wasn't typing it out, but so like this, I printed from Leonardo, ICC, and the setting I used was the plain paper setting. That one looks pretty good, right? So when you're doing your test, find some cheap blank. And this is, like I said, it's just one of those little sublimation towels from Hobby Lobby. Okay. All right, let's see what this one looks like. So this is from Leonardo Design Studio. This is with a sublimation preset. Now let's go back in and do it again. So I'm going back in. We're gonna press them all. We press them closer together at the same time, pretty much. All right, let's share. Let's go back to entire. Click share. Hide. Okay, so the only thing I'm not changing the size of this because I think it's best to just have a fair size, right? I'll just stick with the same size. The only thing I'm changing is the text. Okay, yes, polyester fabric is a great idea. I just couldn't find mine because I have a ton of stuff. But anyway, I'm just going to change the text. So instead of this saying sublimation preset, right, it's going to say ICC profile. Like that, apply. And I can click send design. I need to make another one that says, let's copy this and let's open a new screen and paste it. And let's just go ahead and make another one. So this one needs to say no color correction. Okay, let's click apply. All right, so let's go ahead and print this one. Let's click. I wonder if I could. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. All right, so let's click send to printer. And this time when I go into my printer settings, remember I downloaded that profile. I don't know if y'all can see it here, but I'm going to my Epson EcoTank 15,000. And this time I'm going to more options and I'm coming over here to advanced. See where I am on advanced? And right here, at first I had it on color controls. This time I'm putting it on ICM. And that's going to navigate to that color control, the ICC that I made. I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click OK again. And I'm going to click, let me make sure my paper is right. Hold on. Okay, it's fine. More options. Let me make sure. Okay, ICM, OK. And so I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click OK. And so it's going to print with the ICC profile. We're going to see if it's different. This looks brighter. We're going to see if it really does work. So I'm going to click print. It looks a lot brighter. All right. And then let's print the other one too. Send, send, send. So this time, instead of choosing ICM or whatever, I'm going over here to more options, advanced, and no color adjustment. I'll click OK. And let me double check my paper. Okay, I'm gonna click OK, and I'm gonna click OK. And let's look at it. It's not gonna give me a print preview until that one finishes printing. Patrice D. Y'all know I almost got on Spirit of the Lord last night. Patrice didn't answer her phone. I had already went on to the Spirit of the Lord website. Because she know I don't play that. She knows I don't play that. She knows that I do not play that. I don't know why she thought she was, I don't know what she thought. I don't know what she thought. All right, so anyway, here, this is this. I'm gonna print that one and print the other one. Then we're gonna press. She know. Milo, does she know I don't play that? Tell me. Does she know I don't play that? Tell me. Because she knows I do not play that. Doesn't she? Doesn't she, Milo? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Does she know I don't play that? Tell me. Tell me. What I do with my I think it's over there. Does she know I don't play that? Tell me. Move my brother. Do shop brother. Now where did I put my blank? I was a blank. What would I be? And I called Eve too, because we were gonna come together. I called Eve too, because we were hopping on the flight together. Because I don't even play that. Try it again and see what I do. All right, anyway, so look. These are the sublimation. Oh, I said $1.99. It was actually $1.49 from Hobby Lobby. That's what this is. That's what those are too. These are just, it's called a kitchen towel. Okay. And it's big. It's beaky. Speaky beaky. Okay. We're gonna look at the different prints first. And see how they come out. You know, I don't even play that. Okay. I don't play that. Don't make me show them the message. Do I need to bring receipts? So anyway, y'all, I was saying that I have a tub. Let me bring my table up so I can show y'all some blanks. Get you some cheap little blanks. Milo, sit down and get your life together, my brother. Sit down and get your life together, my brother. You are looking cute, though. I can't deny that. Look, okay, so they have this at Hobby Lobby for $2.49. It's a pillow cover. That's really good. I got this from Hobby Lobby for $1.49. It's a pot holder. Bye, Kristen. They have these from at Make Market. It's a big bag, 22 by 15 by 8. It's really good. I have 2 of these. Okay, it's fine. Mouse pad. This is something good to practice on, right? Oh, Prefab. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why that's in there. No, this shouldn't be in here. Bag. You need polyester. That's all you need to remember is polyester. This is Hobby Lobby. It's a blanket. 100% polyester. Let's see that. 50 by 60. Puzzles. It's a 6-pack of puzzles. This came from Dollar Tree. You can sublimate on these. I haven't tried it yet. This also came from Dollar Tree. They have a pack of washcloths that are polyester. Good to practice on. Bags. It's a lot of different stuff. When you are just getting started, get some cheap blanks. What is this? Cheap ornament blanks. That's probably why I never use them. These little phone case, like you attach it to the back of your phone. I bought this years ago. How do you get the purple crown numbers? What do you mean? Purple crown numbers. Oh, phone cases. It's like y'all can get so many different blanks, but when you're just getting started, practice before you start being like, I'm going to start selling stuff. Make sure you got your colors right. I want to sublimate and embroider on the blankets. All right, this is taking a long time. All right, this is, oh, look at the difference. So this is the Leonardo Design Studio ICC Profile. This is the Leonardo Design Studio with, see the difference? I don't know if you can tell. Let's see how I can show it to you. Do y'all see a difference? Does one look darker? Oh, I can't see that from my side. Which one is darker? So you see how what it's doing with the colors? So this is my sublimation preset that I use all the time. This is the ICC profile that I downloaded from the Hippo website because I have the Epson EcoTank 15,000 and Hippo Sublimation ink. Okay. Hey, Sheila. All right. So hopefully so far you're finding this helpful, but we're getting ready to see what it looks like when we press. Now I am going to go ahead and tear this off because I don't need, I don't need this. Okay. I'm going to tear this off. I'm just tearing it off. All right, I printed that one. This one is, no color correction, right? I just chose the option for none. So let's see how this one is different. It almost looks alike. This looks like it has brown. Y'all see that? See how that looks like brown? That's weird. So they're all the same size, printed all from the same software. The only thing that's different is the settings, right? So I'm going to move the camera back a little bit and let you see the heat press. And I'm going to try to press them. I'm gonna try to press them all at the same time, but I'm going to do, pre-press the fabric, lint roll the fabric, get them taped down. I have the setting for the heat press on 385 for 45 seconds. I'll move it back a little bit. Hello, Hush. You have a girlfriend or no? Tell me. Tell me. Do you or not? Do you or not? Do you? You have a girlfriend? You wish you had a girlfriend? Tell me. It's Patrice's fault that you don't have a girlfriend? Okay. No, Mary, I have some tape. Mary Brown asked me if I needed tape, Milo, because she's been hoarding all the cricket tape. Milo. Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. All right. So this is, that little towel from, it's the little, from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to do a pre-press. Then take a look. Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. Let's see if we got, can you see that? Can you see that? Is that good? Let's see. Is that good right there? Can you see? That's good right there. Okay. I'm going to lint roll it. Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. That's a song. What's the name of it? Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. Mary Brown has been hoarding the cricket tape. That makes you itch? Okay. Milo said that makes him itch, honey. Okay, lint rolling. Purpose of lint rolling is to get rid of those blue fibers that you can't see until I do the press. All right. Butcher paper. Did you say butcher paper? Tell me. I just like to put it right on top when I do my pre-press. Boop, 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 boop. You press it for like 5 seconds. Come on, singing D. Where did I get the lint roller? Amazon, Sheila. Yeah, from Amazon. I like that one because it has the things where I can hang it. Not on with you, Mary Brown. Keisha Ross, where's the loyalty? Does Keisha Ross, she doesn't have loyalty? Tell me. She wants to be a hoarder like Mary Brown. That's what it made you think of? Okay. I didn't tell him to say any of this stuff. He's saying it on his own. He said all of that on his own. Okay. Did not tell him to say that. Where I put the things over here? No color. Hopefully I can press them all at the same time, y'all. Hopefully I can. I'm gonna have to make them a little bit, tear a little bit closer. Tear a little bit closer so I can press them all at one time if possible. Should have made them a little bit smaller, but too late now. I'm gonna tape them down with my handy dandy cricket tape, the one that Mary Brown didn't buy. I had to hurry and get it before she got it all. This baby girl. Baby girl. We're not doing any noises. Fit right there. Might have to. It'll fit right there. It'll fit right there. It'll fit right there. It's gonna fit just fine. All right, so I have butcher paper on the bottom. I have the images on top. I'm going to put butcher paper on top. The purpose of the butcher paper is to make sure that none of the ink from here gets on my heat press. Once again, I have this on 385 for 45 seconds. Not changing placement to your work area. You don't, Mary? Not yet. Not yet. Meredith, I almost lost a pair of scissors and I was about to go bananas. I'm not even lying. Y'all, if I click on my Amazon app, the first thing is going to show up is, do you need, what? Let me see what it says. Let me see. I don't know why it does me like that. It's not showing it. Oh, it did. See, it just said buy again. All right, y'all ready to see? Dun, 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 dun. Y'all ready to see? So I don't know if you can see, but there is some ink on there. See right there. Marilyn, you way behind in the chat. It does. But the first thing it says is buy again. Let's see. You know what? You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. See that? Last purchase, July 8th, purchased 8 times. See? But it doesn't say how many I purchased those 8 times because that would be a whole other thing. Okay? So Amazon, mind your business. If you're listening, mind your business. Okay, y'all ready to see? I don't know if this is going to be a good visual because they're really not next to each other, but hopefully it will. Okay. Y'all, now this is my opinion. I haven't compared it to the other ones, but look at this. That's just the sublimation one, right? That's just the regular. Hold on, we're not gonna look at that one yet. We're gonna wait. That's just the regular sublimation one. That's just my regular sublimation settings. To me, that looks good. To me, this looks good. And honestly, I would be perfectly fine with this. Like, I wouldn't feel like my colors are off. I wouldn't feel that way. I feel like it looks really good. And I would not be like, I need to get my ICC profiles right. I wouldn't feel that way. Let's look at it like really, really good. Make sure this is covered up because we're going to look at that second. Y'all feel like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the colors are good, right? All right, let's look at, don't burn me. Let's look at no color. Oh, oh. This is no color correction. See the difference? Yeah, it's very dark. I wonder, that's weird. Okay, and then here is with the, oh, I see it. I see the difference. Wow. Okay, so this is with the ICC. See the ICC? The ICC is pretty. It's light. It's bright. See that? So there's the ICC. ICC, right? And then here is my regular sublimation. Let's look at the regular sublimation first. Let me try to just hold up and show one. Y'all, one day I'm gonna have a fancy studio and y'all gonna be like, Delonda, remember when you had to try to fold the towel so we could see it? Remember when you used to say Ipu? Remember, Delonda? Remember? And I'm gonna be like, no, I don't remember that. You got me mixed up. Remember when you used to whisper in your videos in the dark in Miles' room in the corner? Remember that? I'm gonna be like, no, that is not me. Look. So this is my regular sublimation settings. I think these look really good. I think these look really good. And honestly, I wouldn't feel like my colors are off. I need to change it. I think this looks good. Hey, from Quebec. Look, Ma, I made it. Okay. So that's and then we're not doing no correction again. We don't need to look at that again. But this is the one with the ICC. This is the ICC. You think so? This is still vibrant. It's just lighter. You don't care for ICC. A lot of people don't. Like I don't care for it. But I kind of want to touch on it so you would know. Okay. So I mean, like maybe if you pay attention to like the pinks. So look at that. That's a light pink. There's lavender. Like look at the blues. Look at these colors because maybe this is where it matters the most with the lighter colors, right? Okay, Risa, you feel like the ICC is too light. Hey, Miss Victoria. So maybe If you're printing something maybe with pastels, maybe you go with the ICC. But let's look at the true sublimation again and see what those inside colors. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think so. Because with the true sublimation colors, right, in there, these don't look as good. The like the pinks look a little orange. What y'all think? I think these, when it's a vibrant, something vibrant, and I think when it's something that's like with pastels, I would go with the ICC. Yeah, I like them too, Chris. Okay, so that's my second tip. My first tip is download the drivers. My second tip is test, 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 test. And depending on what you're making, you'll know whether or not you want to go with the ICC or just go with your regular settings. But I also think it's good to save the settings. So you're not trying to figure out like, like, well, what are those settings? What did she say? What is the, do I mirror? Do I not? Like, save your settings and call it whatever you want to call it. Okay. On the ICC, you can manipulate the saturation to tweak it. Okay. I don't know how to do that, but thank you. Okay. All right. So, how y'all feeling so far before we keep going? Is this information overload? Sometimes I used to feel guilty after Romeo Wednesday because I was like, this is information overload. Delonda, like, it's too much. Is this too much? Keep going. Review. Come back next week. What we doing? Feeling good? Because what I also want to show you is printing from other softwares. Like if I go into Silhouette Studio, which is where I say print from Silhouette Studio, you're going to get the true size, and you have like, you can print bigger, right? And you're not really worried, right? So if I go into Silhouette Studio, I'm going to show you, you can use the basic edition of Silhouette Studio to print for free. You don't have to have an account. You don't have to pay any money. They don't have to put like, your credit card is on file just in case. It's not. It's going to be fine. Thank you, Chris. Okay. So let's go into Silhouette Studio. I'm going to still print the same color wheel, and we're going to see if the prints look different. Okay. Because I think it's important to know that. And then on your own time, print from Cricut Design Space, print from Microsoft Word, print from Inkscape, print from other places, and see if that makes a difference with your colors, and use the one that's going to give you the best result. So that's my tip number 3 and 4. Print from other places. All right, but we're going to print from Silhouette Studio to see how it looks, okay? And see if we get better or different results. All right. And if you're wondering, like, well, how do I get the basic edition of Silhouette Studio? If you go to, I think I need to do the entire screen again. If you go to Silhouette, I think it's silhouettestudio.com or something like that, and then look at software, and then you're just going to download the basic edition. Okay, so I'm in Silhouette Studio. I don't have a Silhouette machine. I don't have a Silhouette machine at all. You can print from here though. All right, so for my media size, I'm actually going to just put it on letter. So it's on like letter size, and I'm going to import that same image, the color wheel. So I'm going to click on merge, and I'm going to go to my downloads, and this is the color wheel. And I'm going to make it bigger. I don't know what size this one was. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Let me see what size this one was. This was 5.7 by 7.0, 5.781. It's fine. I don't really need to make it that big though. Let's keep it like this. 4.3. And I'm going to take this outline off. Make sure that that red line is not there. And then I can add some text. So let's click right here, and let's call this Silhouette Studio Sublimation preset. And let's fill it in with red. Turn off the outline. And let's bring it over. Let's ungroup it and then group it and then make it smaller like that. Align center like that. Let's go ahead and group it and let's print it. Okay, so I'm going to print. Move this over, preferences. I'm going to my sublimation preset. Let's go to the one I just made tonight. I called it Romeo Wednesday Sublimation. So, okay, I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click print. I'm going to print preview. I got to go put paper in there. Hey, Tammy Peters. I'm going to get a print preview. And I'm going to click print. I got to go put some paper in. And I'm going to change this. Let me ungroup it. It's going to say out of paper or whatever. Oh. Let me go put paper in there. Milo, did I run out of paper because of Patrice? Patrice made me run out of paper? Tell me. Did Patrice make me run out of paper? Tell me. I think she did. She did. She did. Patrice made me run out of paper? Tell me. She sure did. She surely did. Studio. ICC Profile. Okay. Oh, it's not recognizing it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fill it in with red. Turn off the outline. I don't know what Peter was watching on TV, but it sounds gruesome. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, HTV Rod, don't give me drama. Start grabbing it. Okay, let's try it again. Next. Done. All right. Okay. All right. So let's center that. Oh, like, no, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Center that. Like that. Let's group it. I don't know why it's bigger, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, fine. Print. This time I'm going back in. I'm going to choose the profile, the ICM. Move that over. Go to preferences. Go to more options, advanced, and ICM. So it's going to give me that ICC profile. And if you click right here on your settings, if you click on show settings, it'll show you all the settings to make sure it's on what you want it to be on. So mine is on paper tray, 8.5 by 11, portrait, premium presentation paper matte, high quality on color, two-sided printing is off, one copy. The color management is ICM, right? Because I selected that. And then fixed red eye is off. Bi-directional printing is off. Mirror image is on. So I can close it, but this is your way of double checking yourself before you actually print. Okay, so I can click OK. I can click print. All right, and I'm going to stop sharing. Let's see if I missed any questions. How y'all feeling? Silhouette Studio for beginners. I don't know. Sheila, I feel like a lot of Silhouette Studio is kind of easy, and the best way, just my opinion, like in terms of like figuring it out, is just get in there and play with it. Like just play around with like what'll happen if I click this, because you can always undo. That's one of the best things about Silhouette Studio is that undo button goes on forever. That undo button is amazing. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna turn this back on. All right, so I'm gonna still print on this. I'm gonna try to press down here, and we'll see. But it'll give you good information, okay? This is still good information, right? This is like really good. I think it's good information. Why didn't God make my arms longer? The girl is crazy. Don't worry about it. Dear Lord, why didn't you make my arms longer? You knew I wasn't going to be able to reach the printer from right there. Thank you, Mary Brown. Yeah, just get in there and play with it. That's the best way. Just because it's not a way to like really mess anything up. Find an image or something, download something from Creative Fabrica, and just kind of play around with it. Like type letters and see how to move them, how to warp them, and all that kind of stuff. I really don't use Silhouette Studio except like for rhinestone templates and to print like Tumblr images. Okay, so there's my sublimation preset. HTV Ryan, you be doing the good things. Warming up fast, working really, really good. Your mother should be proud of you. Okay? Your mother should be proud. You did your mama proud. Where's a tape dispenser? Oh, right here. Alicia, me too. All right, let's see. Oh, we should have looked at the different. Let's compare the printouts. So this is it looks nice and vibrant right there, right? I guess I should have printed it big, but I think you'll still be able to tell. We know not to use no color correction. Barb, yes. It's linked below. This is my favorite. Isn't it so cute? It's perfect for your Cricut heat resistant tape. It fits Cricut heat resistant tape. And I have two of them because I bought one for Miles. When he got his Cricut for Christmas, he was like, "Dude, I like that tape dispenser." So he has one too. All right, it's almost finished. Thank you. I love it so much. At one point, it was on sale for like $13, but I think it's like $16 now. Okay, so this is the ICC profile. This is my regular sublimation. Now this, I feel like this looks brown. I feel like this looks a little brown. I don't know. We'll see though. It's a hedgehog. It's in the shape of a hedgehog. See? I mean, you can tell this one is darker. I don't know. We'll see how it presses though, okay? Shall we see? The only way to know is to know, and the only way to know is to try. Y'all, can I tell you a true story about Miles? It's so cute, right, Angelia? Can I tell y'all a true story? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or if he's wrong. It's about a girl. You want to hear it or no? And I won't be offended if y'all agree with him. I might be a little offended. It's so cute, right? Y'all want to hear it? Okay. Helen said yes. Okay. Lachey said yes. Okay, let me tell you. So Miles feels like, and I agree. I agree. Story time. I agree with part of his perspective. Even though he's young, right? He's growing up. He's young, but he feels like when he's dating a girl that she should not put anything on social media about their communication. I agree with that. I think that's good. I do agree with that. Do y'all agree with that too? So like if they have a disagreement about something, or if they like he just feels like that's between them, like don't put it on social media because that's really nobody's business. Okay. So he was not exclusive, but he was kind of seeing a girl. And one of his advisors from college asked him to escort her daughter to a wedding so the girl wouldn't be going to the wedding by herself, but it was going to be a group of them. I agree with that. I agree with that. And he doesn't. He's very private about that. And I like that. So, even when he was in a serious relationship, and I told my girls, I don't allow them to post relationships on social media because I think you don't need to do that, right? Unless it's super serious or it's a special occasion type of thing, like prom. I didn't mind them posting that. That was fine. Birthday, gift, something like Christmas, that kind of stuff. That's fine. I agree with that. But and I also taught my kids, and you might want to teach your kids this too, that there's no such thing as delete, right? There's no such thing. Once you send somebody something, even if you delete it, they could have shared it with 500 people by the time you thought to delete it. So they know that anything you send to somebody is out there, and there's no such thing as, oh, I deleted it from my phone. Once you put it out there, it's out there. So don't ever post any part of your body. Don't share any photos of any part of your body, like they know how I feel about that. Period. I don't care what it is, like it just shouldn't happen. So anyway, we all agree on that. But anyway, so he was seeing a girl, and one of the advisors asked him to escort a girl to a wedding, and he told the girl who he was seeing that my advisor asked me to escort the girl. We're gonna all be in a group. It's not gonna be like we're not going on a date. It's not gonna be anything exclusive. Like it's always gonna be a whole group of us. And she said okay. She thought it was fine. He told her a month in advance. He reminded her every week before the wedding, the thing that he was going to be escorting this girl. And I said, and how did she say she felt about it? She said she was fine with it. She didn't have a problem with it. And so the day of the wedding, somebody from the group posted a picture of the group. He wasn't sitting next to the girl. He was sitting like with the guys, and the girl, she was sitting with the girls, but all of them were in the picture together. And the girl who he was seeing got mad about that. Y'all ready to see it? we finished story time. Y'all ready to see it? He was up front. Okay, let's see it. And we'll see if it's different from I'm gonna turn this off. We'll see if it's different from Silhouette Studio. Okay, so let's look at the sublimation preset first. It looks good to me. Y'all, that looks good to me. I ain't even gonna lie. That looks good to me. What do y'all think? It looks good, right? Patrice, I think you're saying that because you're a Leo. I think Leos are different. I think Leo is like Leos and then everybody else. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what I think. I think it's Leos and then everybody else. That's how I feel. Okay, that's how I feel. And nobody can change it. Nobody can tell me nothing. Okay, you cannot tell me nothing because it's Leos and then everybody. Okay? Because I ain't even finished telling you. Look at my auntie. She laughing, but you know I ain't lying. Hey, Angel B. Okay, so there's the ICC profile. They both look good. They both look good. Let's see. They both look good. Marlene, yes. Okay, so now let's see if it's different. Like this was the sublimation preset from Leonardo. I wish I could show both at the same time, but I can't. Should have done better. Oh, well, I can, kind of. So this was printed from Leonardo. This was printed from Silhouette Studio. Still good. Look at the blue. Okay, here's the blue in the regular sublimation preset. Keisha, no. Okay, so there's the preset. Now let's look at the ICC one more time. Let's look at it by itself. And I'm gonna tell y'all the rest on the part where we disagree. And that's why I was like, if that'll be my daughter, I'll punch you in the throat. Anyway. Okay, look. This is the Silhouette ICC profile. This looks like olive. I don't know. What y'all think? The blue is more vibrant in silhouette. Hey, Ramona. Okay, so let me see if I could kind of. So this is the ICC profile. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's the ICC profile from Leonardo. There's the ICC profile from Silhouette. Is there a big difference? I don't know. What y'all think? That's Silhouette. That's Leonardo. I'll take pictures and post them in the group. Silhouette profile doesn't have the color variations. Mm. I think so. Y'all, it's a lot. But anyway, the goal is for you to print your own, okay? Print your own, test it out, make sure your colors are right before you get into like, I'm ready to get to print now. I'm ready to print my images. But this is a test. This is me testing it out to show you so you can do what? I'm doing this so you can do what? Test it out yourself. Okay. You know how to download the drivers. I said, don't put the wrong ink inside. I said, get the ICC profile if you're using Hippo. I said, this is how you download the profile. This is how you print. This is how you, create a preset and save it. This is how you, do your comparisons. I'm printing on the same fabric, the same image, the same heat press, the same temperature settings. The only thing I'm changing is the actual setting in the software. Print from different softwares to see which one is going to give you the best results. Okay. But these are tips. These are tips that I want you to test out for yourself before you really commit to, I'm ready to get into sublimation. I got all the stuff. I'm doing all the things. Test your colors and make sure they actually look right before you get into like, okay, I'm ready to sell stuff. Okay. All right. Is this helping? And you see how I'm typing it. You don't have to type it, but it's better to type it because you're not gonna remember to write it down. Like it was hard for me to write down what I did. What did I do again? What was that setting again? Like type it, and then after you type it, you'll know what to actually put into the printer. You know what I'm saying? To your printer settings. So it's better to me to do it this way, to type it in. I'm typing in my settings. So when I get ready to print, I know I'm going to go to my ICC profile. When I get ready to print, I know I'm going to my sublimation preset. Okay, so do it like this. Okay. All right. So those were tips. All right, let's keep going. But anyway, let me continue telling y'all about the story. Then we're gonna get into the thing. Okay. All right. So somebody posted a picture, and you can see the guys and the girls. And the girl who he was seeing, she got upset. She got upset because I guess she saw the picture she didn't like, and she was like, "Oh, so this what we doing?" And so when she saw the picture, she didn't reach out to him. She made a post on social media. And I already told you how he feels about making posts on social media. He doesn't like that. And so she said something like, these dudes these days are so immature, or they so whatever word. Whatever word she used, whatever word. It was not a nice word. It wasn't immature, but it was like these dudes, they try to play in your face or something like that. And so he didn't want to talk to her again after that, ever at all. He didn't have anything else he wanted to say to her. In his mind, it was over because she made that post. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that it's over. I don't agree with that. So we didn't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. No. Women are emotional. Women are more emotional than men. And I think if he would have been like, hey, are you upset? Like what made you upset? I think if that would have been the approach, it would have been better. I just don't agree. I don't agree. No, no. Women are emotional. Women are emotional. And maybe she thought it wouldn't bother her until she saw it. No, no. She didn't use his name. She didn't use his name. She didn't use his name. She didn't say Miles is. But I think she was cool until she saw it. I think seeing the photo of the group is what upset her. And so he was like, she got upset with me And I had, like, we had talked about it like at least 10 times. And I kept saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? It's nothing. Like, I'm doing this as a favor to the advisor. I just feel like, I just feel like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I just think women are emotional. And I think, sometimes with men, boys, young adults, you have to be careful with people's emotions. That's all. I think he should have just said, I really don't like that. And so I just feel like, but the advisor didn't know he was dating. I just think women are emotional. Anyway, that's now she does know because he don't want to talk to her anymore. And then, so he just ignored every call. He didn't even respond to anything. And then she started texting again, and he was like, "I'm already done." I don't know. I just think women are emotional. Anyway, okay, so those are my first 4 tips. The other thing to check for if you are not getting good results, maybe she didn't feel like she could. Maybe she just felt like it was something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So we didn't agree on that. And then I think her feelings were hurt. Because when he finally did talk to her, he was like, "Did you even care? Like that I wasn't even sitting next to the girl. Like I wasn't even sitting by her." And as her mother, I would have came through the phone and punched him in the throat. No, no, Miss Victoria, you're with me. Anyway, so women are emotional. Men are not. For men, it's just cut and dry. Men just like, I said what I said, that's it. And women are like, but what about my heart? No. She never said his name. She never said this is about Miles. Yes, Sean, keep your sublimation setting. If you don't like ICC, like you feel like it's too bright, then don't mess with it. Some people swear by it. Some people love ICC Profile. So I wanted to definitely touch that topic. All right. But anyway, another thing, like if you're not getting good results, CJ Spice, no, you're not. You did not mean to type that. Check to make sure your ink is not, but they were going to be exclusive. Check to make sure your ink is not expired. So when you buy ink, like it'll tell you the expiration date. Let's see. So right here, this says it expires December 2025. See, can y'all see that? But she didn't say his name, Sean. Diane, no, you don't. You did not mean to say that. You didn't mean to say that. No, you're not. Auntie, you're not. No, none of y'all are right. And that's it. That's all I have to say about it. Okay, so make sure your ink is not expired. Also, make sure you're using polyester. Okay, but no, she didn't say his name. Make sure you're using polyester. So this stuff like this right here. See how this says poly cotton. So this is 65% polyester, 35% cotton. Remember with sublimation, Helen, you did not mean that. With sublimation, it's intended for polyester. The higher the number is to 100, the better it's going to be. Okay. So if you can get 100% polyester, great. 98, 99, those are all great. You can still, do sublimation on this. It's not going to look vibrant. I should press one just to show you what it'll look like. But this is not really intended for sublimation. 65% polyester is not high enough for you to get a good vibrant result. Plus, it's going to wash. It's going to wash out. Really, ideally, Sean, the recommended amount is at least once a week. Thank you, Angelia. Miss Victoria, no, you didn't mean that. But like Walmart sells men's cotton shirts. They're like cotton blend, like a cotton polyester blend. I think they're like 80% cotton, 75% cotton, something like that. You can try those and you can still see the image. It's not going to be vibrant, but you can try it. Okay, but let's print on here. Let's press one on here so we can look at it. But if you're not getting good results, make sure you have polyester fabric. I don't agree with any of y'all. You didn't mean that. Y'all didn't mean that. I'm done with all of y'all. And then, so we're going to press this, but I also want to say, and I touched on this last week, make sure you're following the recommendations from the manufacturer. So whatever the blank is, right? So a lot, like when I pressed that blank last week, I pressed that frame. I looked at the recommendation from Amazon. If you have a blank, it should tell you like what the recommended settings are. Use those settings. Okay, let's see if this has any. Okay, this one does. It says, see this? See right here where it says preheat 374 degrees Fahrenheit and press for 60 seconds. Do not exceed 392. So when sublimation started getting popular, a lot of people would just do 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Everything was 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Everything, no matter what it was 400 degrees for 60 seconds. That's not it. Don't do that. Okay, you didn't see me press for 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I did 385 for 45 seconds because I had already tested a lot of those butterflies and I could tell that was too much heat for too long. So this is telling me this is a make market tote bag, and it's telling me that the settings should be 374 degrees for 60 seconds. And since this doesn't do 374, I would have to do 375. Okay, so if I turn it back on, I'm going to 375. Let me bring the temperature down to 375. Hold on, temperature. And I'm going to 60 seconds. Yeah. Thank you, Sheila. Okay, so let's do the teacher file again, and let's maybe just put it on this bag. Let's see how big this bag is first. It's a pretty big bag. I will not tell him that, Deborah. I will tell him what I've already told him, which he did not agree with. But I was going to punch him in the throat. And Peter didn't agree with me either. So Peter, it was the three of us in the car. And I was like, Miles, that is not nice. He was like, I told her, we talked about it a lot of times. And I said, but women are emotional. So when you're dealing with somebody's emotions, you have to be careful about that. He's like, no. He said, no, because we talked about it. I told her. So. Peter was like, no, leave her alone. She's trouble. I'm like, what? Sir, we're supposed to be on a team. What happened to the team? No, you're not. Our love letters. Stop it. You're not. You didn't even mean to say that. You meant to type my name right there. I agree. She probably didn't. It didn't bother her at first, and then when she saw it, it just probably made her feel jealous. That's all. Okay, so I'm going back to the sublimation preset for this fabric, so we can see what it's going to look like. Oh, that's a good idea. Y'all did not mean to say that. So the other night when I was in the Facebook group, that's what I was referring to. Like, I did not like it, but he was like, I'm just not going to date for a while. Okay, son. All right, my brother. Let me cut a piece of fabric. If I was a pair of scissors, what would I be? Hey, Judy. It wasn't a fake date. He was just escorting. He was just escorting the little youngsters. Carrie, don't worry about it. Deborah, you didn't mean to say that. Stop it. You did not mean to say that. And I want you to stop it at this moment. I guess because I have girls and boys. And I would not want a boy to hurt my girl's feelings like that. Like if I'm just thinking like if Morgan said, "Oh, it's fine. It won't bother me." And then somebody posts a picture, she was like, "But he went on a date." Girl, when you said y'all talked about it, why are you mad about it? I want him to make her feel better about it. That's all. That's my theory. Thank you, Ray. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you put your own daughter in, insert your daughter. You want a dude to be like, "We talked about it. Why are you mad?" You wouldn't. You would want him to be like, "I'm sorry," even if you're not. Just pretend. Okay, cyber trainer, I'll take that. He just escorted. It wasn't even nothing. It was a wedding. I was like, "Did you dance?" They're like, "Yes." When Milo loves it, he loves to dance. Now he's gonna dance. If there's a dance floor, he's gonna be on it. All right. Let me pre-press this for 5 seconds. I'm doing the sublimation preset. I didn't even lint roll it. It's fine. I just want y'all to see what the colors are gonna look like on this poly cotton blend. Oh yeah, he said he's just not gonna date for a while because just don't like the drama. He's like, "I don't want any drama and I don't want anything on social media," which I agree with that part. I agree with that part. And he was like, she made it obvious because his friends knew that they were dating. Michaela, I was tearing the excess paper away that I didn't need for this print. No, he not. He was just like, "I'm just not gonna date. That's it." All right, so those were my tips. Okay, those are all of my tips. Maryland. I just feel like she didn't say his name. She didn't say, "This is what this boy did." Let me bring that teacher image in. Merge. Downloads. I'm gonna pull it out in 1 second. Let me get that teacher file. I'm gonna print it bigger. This is 12 by 13. So I could at least, let me see. Let's do 11. Let's print on 11 by 17 paper. And I need, oh, hold on, let me look this up. Walk on by, bum, 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 bum. Foolish guy, it's all that I have left, so let me hide. In the hand that you gave me when we say goodbye. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, sorry. We're going on a field trip. Oh, oh no. Oh, let me think. I'm gonna have to move this over. Hold on, y'all. It's all that I have left, so let me hide. The pain that you gave me when we said goodbye. I bought a USB extender because I needed a larger card. Not being messy. Okay, so let's look at this first and then print the teacher image. So this is kind of bigger is fine. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So that's still too big. This is what, 12 by 13. This is fine. Let's make it a little bit wider. It's real cute. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay, so then turn that off. We're gonna look at this and we're gonna get out of here. File print. That's all that I have left. 11 by 17 tray. Okay, so I'm printing it with the Sublimation preset. Using this paper right here. I'm not gonna look at what you guys are saying in the chat because you guys should agree with his mother, especially if you're a woman. They both could have handled it better. All right, print. Let's see. Right. Oh, that's gonna be really, really cute print. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Oh, Milo is saying beep, 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 beep. Next. Next. Install. Come on, print. Let me stand here until it does. I'll get back over there and it won't print. All right, so this is a poly cotton blend. Let's see how it did. So there's the ink that would have been on my heat press if I didn't cover it. It still looks good, but it's, I mean, oh, look, there's ink on here too. Trash. That's how much ink is left. Oh, sorry. So this is how it looks on this poly cotton blend. So this is 65% polyester, 35% cotton. Let me show you how it looks on 100% polyester. That's 100% polyester. This is a poly cotton blend. See, it's a little bit faded. See the difference? This is a poly cotton blend, 65% polyester. They look muddy. Okay. So this is the 100% polyester. I'm not good at this, y'all. This way, this way. Yeah. I think it washes out too. I think it washes, like it just starts to fade almost immediately. Yeah. So yeah. All right, let's see how that one does. All right, let me lint roll and put my butcher paper and all the things. This is the Make Market bag. Got this from Michael's. It's 12 by 13. It is 100% polyester. Okay, 100% polyester. Milo, we're not doing noises. We're not doing any noises, my brother. We're not doing any. Do you want me to tell the people what you're doing, showing your teeth or in that? Tell me. You want me to show me your teeth or no? Tell me. You got them covered up. Cover them up. Keep reaching. Let me try. Okay. We're back to this. So this was the teacher, same teacher image we've been using for the last 3 weeks. I even used it yesterday in my Cricut tutorial. same. Miles moved my trash can over there, so. Got a little trash pile right here. Ugh. 3 washes. The ones I got, Dr. Ramona, they say acrylic. I would show them. I gave the other package to Miles. Sorry. Butcher paper. Can't use that one. That one either. Pre-press. I'm gonna have to move this cord. Let me turn it this way. I'm turning it sideways. I don't want to mess with the straps. You got 3 washes? I only tried it with a Walmart shirt. I think I only washed it twice when I saw it starting to fade, and then I didn't wear it again. Just doing a quick pre-press. Goodbye, Ray. So the butcher paper that I use for my pre-press, I just put it inside. Putting the image face down. Good night, Mary Poe. You're welcome. Y'all, I try not to be on too long, but it never fails. Let me make sure it's all the way down. I don't want to risk the ink going through the bag. $7.45. It's $7.45 here. We almost finished. This is the last thing. All right, and then butcher paper on top. Yeah, I'm in Texas. It's 8:45 where you are. Get ready to see. You did, Elba. They won't let you be great. Great state of Texas. Pressing shirts. It's the last thing right here. Okay. Almost finished. 8 seconds. Okay, here it is. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hey, Eve. Eve, I told Patrice we were getting ready to get on the Spirit flight, Spirit of the Lord. Going right on down to the Miami. Oh. Okay, I can see some. I know y'all was gonna say you can't see it, but I can see some ink on here. I can see like the words. You ready? Was. And I can turn this off. All right. Okay, let's kind of review and recap before I peel this. Let's recap what we've done tonight. Besides y'all ganging up on me. A little bit of Marta, you want to see your sign? Marta, you want to see your sign before we go? Okay, let me tell him. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's recap. We reviewed the sheet from the first week. I talked about number one, don't be in a rush to get started with sublimation. I said don't be in a rush. That was the first thing I said. We reviewed this. We reviewed the 7 sublimation essentials, right? I said you're going to need paper. You need sublimation paper, sublimation ink, a printer. I suggest getting an eco tank. Huh?
Is Kim watching too?
I don't think so. Eco tank, ET. You need a heat source that's going to get up to at least 385 degrees. 385 degrees. That's what I use to press this bag. Going to need heat resistant tape. I suggest the Cricut brand and the little hedgehog dispenser. I love the Cricut brand. I haven't had any problems with it. Okay, Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. We did a whole family trip to Puerto Rico. Me and my kids, my sister and her kids, my brother and his kids. It was amazing. We had a great time. Substrates. The higher the polyester count, the better. And then you need butcher paper. I used to get mine from Sam's Club, and I'm just going to keep praying that I don't run out anytime soon. So those are, to me, the 7 sublimation essentials that if you wanted to get started today, you would need those things to get started. The next thing we did was we talked about like going through the steps of, if you purchase an eco tank, download the drivers that go with that printer. Download the drivers from the Epson website that go with the printer. I showed you how to find, your operating system. All right, he's back to show Marta her sign. Come on, Marta, sign. That looks really, really good. Doesn't it look so good? Marta, I hope you love it. He's going to send it out tomorrow. I showed you how to find your operating system. I went through that whole thing. I also reminded you about, I showed you what the ICC profiles look like, where to go to download it. It does look good. He's using that thick wood. I showed you where to go to download the ICC profiles. That's only if you have Hippo ink, right? So if you're not using Hippo, I don't know. That's the only thing I can say is I don't know. So you would have to see if the ink you're using has an ICC profile, or don't use an ICC profile. We saw what the difference was. Is that on this video? No, Lynn, he made that off the video. He made that separately. He opened his Etsy shop, Lynn, so he sells those in his Etsy shop. I showed you like printing from Leonardo Design Studio with a regular preset. I showed you how to make a preset. I showed you how to change the settings to go between the preset and the ICC profile. So this was the sublimation preset from Leonardo. This was the one with the ICC profile. This was with no color correction. Like I showed you how to do all those things. And then we tested it out, right? I said, test out all the things, test out on the fabric, test out so you can know where your colors, where you need to make changes, okay? Is this document here, Lynn? Is that what you're asking? It's link. It's the first link right below the video. Okay. All right. So we went through all of that. We tested. I said test, 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 test. Don't just be like, I just got to print from Cricut Design Space, because you don't, right? Don't feel like you have to be stuck in a specific software. Find the software that's going to give you the best results. All right. All right. So now we did all the things, and now let me go back to my tips, because I gave y'all some tips that I want y'all to have. What I do with my tips. If I was tips, where would I be if I was the tips? All right, here. Download the drivers, print the color wheel, check for multiple software options, check to make sure your ink is not expired. Make sure you're using, a high count polyester, 100% is best. Follow the recommendations from the manufacturer. From wherever blank you're using, follow their pressing and temperature settings. All right? Y'all got that? Y'all got that? Did we accomplish our goal? Okay. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's great. All right. Okay. That's great. All right. So now let's look at this and looks so good. See that? Doesn't it look so good? In my teaching era. Right? It's so cute. That is so cute. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I printed that from Silhouette Studio with the sublimation preset that I made tonight, right? So I didn't use the ICC profile. I think if I would have used the ICC profile, it would have been maybe more, it would have been brighter. It would have been brighter, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we accomplished our goal. Let's do a giveaway. All right. We accomplished our goal. Let's do a giveaway and let y'all say. Oh, now in the thumbnail, one thing I didn't talk about was, some people will ask, like, how long can you save your printed images? If you print something, do you have to press it that day? I have stuff that I've printed a long time ago and I haven't pressed it, and it's fine. So if you looked at the thumbnail, you saw this image right here. Right, so I'm sure if I press this on the other side of this bag, it's gonna look great. I don't know, Jess. Right, so this is this image, and this is the pressed image, right, with my regular sublimation preset. Right, this is one of my favorite pictures of us. The lights are not doing us any justice, but I love this picture. Right, so when you first print, your image is going to be dull until that heat does what it's supposed to do. Okay. All right. So the guy who always says, well, I haven't seen him in a long time. Maybe he blocked me or he went outside to touch grass, but he's like, that's not what's in your thumbnail. And my thumbnail is this picture and this picture. Okay? Sir, wherever you are. Okay? All right. All right. You want to say goodnight to the people? Do you want to say goodnight to the people? Tell me. Do you want to say goodnight to the people? Come on. Say goodnight to the people. You can tell them don't engage in road rage, because when you're driving, you don't engage in road rage because you don't have road rage, because you're a good driver, responsible driver. Tell me, you're very, very responsible with your stuff. No. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's do a quick little giveaway. We're gonna get out of here. Milo, we gotta do a giveaway. We're gonna get out of here. Okay. We gotta do a giveaway for the people and the thing, and then we're gonna get out of here. Milo, we gotta do the giveaway, and then we're gonna get out of here. Okay, y'all ready? Let's see, banners. Giveaway. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Present. Share screen. Giveaway. Okay. Present. Share. Start. Good luck to everyone. Is it working? Hopefully it's working. Y'all have so many delays. Can y'all see it? I see like one. Okay, it looks like it's working. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. US only. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonetta Smith McMorris. Congratulations. Bonetta, I think you have my email address. That is my email address. Congratulations to Bonetta. Congratulations to Bonetta. Bonetta, you have 48 hours to claim your prize. Y'all don't engage in road rage. Do not engage in road rage. Please don't engage in road rage. It's not worth it. Just keep your eyes on the road. Get to where you're going so you can arrive alive. I hope you found this helpful tonight. If you did, please don't forget to like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. If you found it helpful, if you feel like this girl earned my subscribe, then click it. Okay, if you feel like I did, then click it. All right. Thank y'all so very much for being here. And if nobody has told you they love you, I love you. Okay. Good night. We saying good night to the people or no? You want to tell them good night? Want to say let's let Milo tell y'all good night one time. Come on. We're gonna say good night to the people. Milo, you getting heavy. What you been eating? Chicken? The chicken litter.